Hello everyone, this is CJNovo992 and today we're back for another brand new video, and as you can see we're back once again in the car because I'm not sitting down getting home, throwing up the green screen and editing for 2 hours on that performance, people, because if there was ever a performance that doesn't require any effort for us as the fans, it was certainly that one, because there was very, if any, effort that was actually put out there and put in terms of the game, because that there was as rough as it comes. I'm sure he's all thinking the exact same down in the comment section below. And I do find myself in this weird position because normally, you know me, like I have been on this channel before and I love a shithouse win. A scrappy 1-0 win here, scrappy 1-0 here. That happens. It's the bread and butter of this league. It can and usually does happen throughout a season. You're just not going to play well. You're going to have to grind out. You're going to have to play poor, and we're all going to have to be bored. But when you're seeing it nearly week in and week out, especially whenever we seem to play domestic football, it does become of a bit of an issue and a bit of a worry for myself. So people, I know I'm not only the champion of the shithouse 1-0 win, and that there is definitely a Hall of Fame shithouse 1-0 win, but for me, I can't really get behind and cheerlead and try and see much positivity for that game, because to me, it was everything that's worried me all season long. I mean, I just had to watch a game of football there. It was about 96, 97 minutes long, where we, off the back of a Real Betis win at the exact same stadium just a couple days ago, had a wee bit of heart in the second half, a bit of passion, a bit of energy and a bit of drive, and I'd actually dare to say we had more attacking intent versus Real Betis than we did versus Motherwell. Now, is that coming for the coaching? Is it the players that can't be bothered? Why is there such a sharp contrast in how we play and the effort and the drive on European nights at Ibrox, and then when you play domestic teams against teams that we dwarf in terms of wages? We should be smashing these teams to bits, but it looks like we just go through the motions, and it's been slow, it's been turgent, and that there is the tip of the top of that, because I genuinely didn't think we can play as worse than that. Honestly, I didn't think we can win the worst. And look, I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave or anything like that about the fact that we won. We took the points. I'd argue we almost stole the points today, because I look at it, Jack Butland had to bail us out twice, Taverniers had to clear one off the line, and I'm pretty sure Goldson cleared one off the line as well, but it did eventually get ruled off for offside. I'm not sure if VAR would have looked at it if it went in the net. Somebody can let me know. But there's possibly 2 goal line clearances and Butland's need to bail us off. We're against Motherwell at Ibrox. Troops, this is when we're supposed to be putting the fit down. It's not an away day in a tough stadium after a European contest. No, it's at Ibrox, and it's at Ibrox, people, the first time in terms of league football since we put out that pitiful performance versus Celtic. This was us supposed to be starting to get the feel-good factor, start getting everybody back on side. We got the shackles off versus Betis. We got that ugly win, but now we've took it into here versus Motherwell, and it was absolutely hideous. I mean, Cinderella's sisters are jealous of just how ugly that game actually was. And for me, it's not just necessarily about the performance or anything like that. It's the way we're setting up, right? Because of an injury early on in the game, Rabbi Matondo, one of our bright sparks in the game, obviously made the goal. His shot was probably going in, I'm not 100% sure on that, but it bounces off Dessers and ends up bouncing over the goalkeeper. That's down to Rabbi Matondo being Rabbi Matondo, and he looked bright in the opening 35 minutes. He created 2 chances for Sam Lammers in behind, and he also put a cross right into the money in the 6-yard box, but nobody was there to attack. Then he goes down injured, and you think to yourself, right, what are we actually going to be doing here then? So we changed to a 3-5-2, and I'm thinking, well, that's really going to be handbrake down, we're going to just be piling forward. But it wasn't as the wind blows leaves right over the car, people. It was slow. It was almost like, right, and I'm going to say this honestly, it's almost like we were the likes of the Aberdeens or even the Motherwells playing an Old Firm side, because we went into a defensive shell, and not only did we have 3 centre-backs on the park, we were still asking John Lundstrom to break the line, drop in to make almost another centre have to get the ball, because no one else takes the initiative to drive forward and get us forward. We're so structured, we're so drummed into play one way. People were still doing it, despite the fact we had 3 centre-halves there. John Suter spent his entire Hearts career driving out, pushing forward. Goldson spent his entire Rangers career driving forward and putting out. But now, it all has to funnel through Lunny, and I'm not taking any shots at Lunny. For me, he was our best player the day, apart from obviously Jack Butland. But if he wasn't adding a couple bites and a couple bits of aggression in that second half, there'd be nothing to sit here and talk about. Genuinely, there wouldn't be none. So it's certainly not a pop at Lunny. It's just a pop about how we go about our business, how we actually set up and how we are being asked to play. And people, that for me is the real worry. Aye, we stole the win today. Aye, we'll take the 3 points. Aye, it's another clean sheet. But is it good to actually watch? Are you seeing progression in this Rangers side? I'm just knowing. I keep building myself up and I keep saying, right, that's going to be the turning point. That's going to be the turning point. And then I need to watch that. I mean, today I had to watch Scott Wright play centre mid, in a 3-5-2. Now, again, nothing personal against Scotty Wright. We know the situation that was played, though. He got sent to Turkey twice, people. He hung onto the plane on the way back like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Not only has he earned his way back into some of the benches because of European registration, but now he's gone about and starting games, and it just felt weird to me. It felt almost like another testimonial. I mean, we've already had one testimonial this season when we're supposed to be preparing for this season, and I love McGregor, but that we've had a testimonial, a true testimonial. And that for me felt like another one today for Scott Wright, when we should be playing players that needs to be playing, building up chemistry, building up understanding. We're playing a boy that Beale literally chucked to Turkey twice and didn't want, but now is ending up starting. And it's maybe just a wee silly thing. He didn't agree with me saying that, but it just shows I don't know what's happening at this football club anymore. A guy that was chucked to Turkey twice is starting games. Why? People, he's not got a future here. I like the laddie. I think he always gives his all, but when we brought in all these new players, why are we not playing them actually instead? I mean, I did agree with Dessers and Lammers. If you watch yesterday's preview video, we sat here and I said that needs to be, or that will be one of the important keys, because I thought we'd be playing fast and playing forward and linking. And Lammers was much better again today from what he's necessarily been, because he is played centrally. There definitely is a player in there, but when you starve players, service and bodies and people to link up with, it just looks as bad as that. As I said today, people, we played with 3 centre halves, 2 CDMs versus Motherwell at home. That is crazy. Both teams rocked a 3-5-2 today. Both teams looked to hit on the counter-attack, and both teams got their main success through long balls down to the channel. And again, no disrespect to Motherwell, for me that's almost embarrassing being a Rangers fan. We have to be better than that. We should be better than that. We've spent better than that. To see us replicate the tactics we mock and make fun of online and say, oh, this is why nobody pays money, this is why Sky won't pay, because the Aberdeens, the Motherwells, the Kilmarnocks, they play like this. Well, no, we're playing like this, people. We've done it versus Celtic, part the bus, long ball. We've tried it several times and we've done it today and reverted and got into it more versus Motherwell. We matched them for every single bit we mock and slaughter Scottish football is. And aye, that's where my worry comes. Love the win, very happy. We'll take the win all damn day, people, and hopefully we never see that performance again. But I can't sit here and cheerlead and say for certainty, looking you right in the eye, that we won't see that again, because that's what's there now. Bad patches of form, wee bad runs can happen, but you eventually need to turn the tide and start going. Otherwise, we're just not doing it, people, and that's again the worry for me. You look at the goal that was actually scored as well. Rabbi Matondo ends up having a pop. It bounces off Desser's legs, goes there, the top right there. It was absolutely dreadful, troops. And I'm just sitting back saying, as someone walks by looking at me saying, is he talking to yourself? Yes, I am. Subscribe if you're new. If you didn't mind. It hits off Dessers, goes in, and Dessers away celebrating everything like that. And you know, we've had that joke before, saying that we just needs one to hit off him. He needs to go in at the back of the net and maybe it'll start to turn for him as well. But when you look at his career, his Rangers career, he scored 3 goals, troops. 2 of them has hit off him and went into the back of net. 1 of them has been a penalty kick. We need more for the big man. And you know, I just get this thing in my head, I don't know about you, he's almost like a friendly Morelos, because they've got similar play styles and big physical, should be doing more, but he's just far too nice. He's not got the nasty streak, he's not putting the shoulder in, he's not really putting himself about, he's just always smiling and happy-go-lucky. He needs to turn that switch and start playing angry. He's certainly got all the tools, but this league is mocking him right now with their physicality, because they're nailing him every single time and he's just smiling happy-go-lucky. It needs to be better than that if he's going to be a successful Rangers player. Obviously glad he got his goal, but it's not something I can get behind and say that's going to be a sensational bit of play. Rabbi Matundo's shot was probably gone in, or gone on target at least, has bounced off Dessers and flicked at the goalie. That's what bet Motherwell today. We played 97 minutes versus Motherwell at Ibrox, people. And what bet them was a deflected shot off Desser's foot going over the goalkeeper. We had to rely on Jack Butland twice to bail us out. And again, we had one for definite goal line clearance for Tavernier, 88th minute, which was the sucker punch coming all damn day. Shout out to the skipper for getting there onto the line and showing some good defensive instincts and everything like that. And possibly one for Goldson as well. So sorry if I'm sounding rambling. I'm sorry if I'm not bringing the hype and the excitement. But I didn't want to just sit here and lie and tell you what I think you want to hear. I just want to be honest with you. We all support the football club here. We're all on this journey together, and for me that there was a real worry. Not only the terms of the performances, but some of the efforts and the style of play that we have got. It is everything we have mocked Scottish football for far too long, and we're devolving actually into it. And I can't sit here and talk about this chance, and we've hit the bar, we've hit the post, we've maybe been unlucky, we've not had the rub of the green. We just never created opportunities, people. Lammers had a couple shots. Dessers had one, which was a very good save for the goalkeeper after Lunny wins the ball in the middle, plays it to Sam. Sam slides it down. It's a good shot, and then Lammers hits another good shot that's well saved by Kelly. But Kelly's a good goalkeeper. You're expecting that, but you can't sit after a game like that and talk about 3 incidents where we've had shots on targets and say, it's one of the days. It's one of the days nearly every single Sunday, people, and that's the real worry for me. And you're looking at man of the matches, and in fact, again, Jackie Butland has to be right up there for me. That one he made but the 75th minute when the ball gets played behind. I don't know if it's Barisic or it's Lunny that loses the ball in the middle. I can't exactly remember, but they played it in behind. Jack Butland with a phenomenal save again, and then he comes out and claims and catches a couple crosses, and I'm sitting back shaking my head trips. I'm saying, what is going on? We're hanging in for dear life. We are time wasting versus Motherwell in the 72nd minute because we can't handle them at home. It's scary and it's maddening to actually say out loud. I hope and pray that it gets better, but that's my honest thoughts, honest to God opinions on that game of football. It was the ugliest of ugly wins. It was sere today, and some of the decision making by Beale, playing guys that's no got futures, like the Scot. He writes, why is he getting minutes? Our boys. Now again, nothing personal to him, but it's just no making sense. And for me, it's another example of what has gone on. We're just sort of chasing our tail, being absolutely clueless right now. And it needs to get fixed and it needs to get better. And that's my thoughts and opinions on the game. What about you? Let me know down there in the comment section below. We had 7 defensive players on the park the last 35 minutes of the game. Motherwell nearly scored twice for it. That there is a true worry in my opinion. And carry on to Wednesday. Hopefully we get a good result, but let me know your opinions down there in the comment section below. And as always, I'll be sieging over 92. Sorry it's not a happier video, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. But until the very next video, take care of yourselves, all the best, and bye-bye.